Chapter 5 Many Voices, One Song. Poems 1 to 25. This section begins with Jnaneshwar's famous prayer, Pasayadan. The other poems in the section are ordered alphabetically by Marathi first line. Jnaneshwar's Prayer for Humanity by Jnaneshwar. O Lord, soul of the universe, may you be pleased with my offering in verse. If you are satisfied, kindly grant me these gifts. Let those who do wrong drop their ways. Let their love of goodness grow. Let human beings befriend each other. Let the darkness of ignorance lift from those who transgress. Let all see the sunrise of goodness. Whatever people desire, may their wishes be fulfilled. May showers of grace ever bring blessings. May all who seek come to know the ever ongoing line of mystics, lovers of the Lord who come to the world. Mystics, gardens of wish-fulfilling trees, villages of dazzling, wish-granting jewels, whose words are a living ocean of nectar. Spotless moons and heatless suns are these virtuous ones, our true family. May they be loved by all through all time. Even though happy in all three worlds, those who ceaselessly worship the primal being and live by the teachings of this book, may they triumph over the seen and unseen. Footnote: this book refers to the Jnaneshwari, Jnaneshwar's commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, since this prayer comes at the end of this book. End footnote. Jnaneshwar. Selections from Pasayadan. What Can You Claim? By Tukaram. You've landed on earth, so wake up, hurry up. Give yourself to the one who gives everything. Your body is owned by time and death, and your goods belong to the God of wealth. What can you claim as yours? A giver gives, but it's the divine who's giving. A taker takes, but the divine is behind it. What power do you have? A living being is simply an excuse for all that has to happen. But you still believe in me and mine, so you waste your life, says Tuka. You still believe in all that perishes, so you ignore the Lord and work for nothing. Brought Here on Loan by Bahinabai. When you hire a horse, you must get the job done quickly, so you make the horse work hard. Otherwise, the owner takes it away before the job is done, says Bahina. This body of 5 elements was brought here on loan for you to grow the seed of liberation. If you're lazy, you leave your crop to wither. Footnote: Body of 5 elements. Indian philosophy describes all life forms in terms of 5 vital elements: ether, air, fire, water, and earth. End footnote. Forgetting to Love by Choka Mela. Oblivious to their own welfare, some live like animals here. Animals are useful in many ways, but these human beings, useless. Doubts and delusions reign on them. They've forgotten to love Keshav, the Shining One. Choka says, must they spend a penny to repeat the name? The name is free of charge. The Wonder by Eknath. My master has shown me the wonder, the light inside. No sunrise, no sunset. He untangled me from the web of the world, humiliated my 6 enemies, made me swallow my ego and my delusions of grandeur. Nothing remains of me. Eknath is gone, disappeared, delighting in his master. Footnote: 6 enemies: lust, anger, greed, jealousy, attachment, ego. End footnote. What Detachment Brings by Eknath. I bow my head at the feet of one who has taken the way of detachment. Call also falls at the feet of those who live free of bonds. But enlightenment jumps right up before those who love detachment. No other method but detachment, says Eknath. Surrender to the Master and learn what detachment brings. Footnote: Kal, literally time or death. Kal is the universal mind, the ruler of the 3 worlds of creation, administering justice strictly according to the law of karma, under the orders of the Lord. End footnote. What is Knowledge? By Samarth Ramdas. Selections from Das Bodh. Listen to the signs of knowledge. True knowledge is knowledge of the soul. It is seeing our true self. The name for this is knowledge. What's important is to know the Lord, to recognize that true form. Distinguish imperishable from perishable. The name for this is knowledge. Listen to the signs of pure knowledge. That pure form is what we are. Search for the source, and ignorance flies away. The name for this is knowledge of God, and it leads you to liberation. Countless languages and countless books. Countless books on the Vedas alone. But the inner meaning of all is one. What the Puranas don't know, what the Vedas exhaust themselves trying to explain, that one thing now, in this moment, I will explain by Master's grace. The deepest of the deep is known only through the words of a master. This gives perfect satisfaction. My own experience has shown that all knowledge, spiritual and worldly, is carried in the words of the Master. The words of my Master guided me to all that is most profound. In this I found the greatest fulfillment. Those who think they're only the body are simply committing suicide. If their sense of self is bound to the body, they're condemned to coming and going. Sit in solitude, meditate and rest in the Lord. Concentration will come. This is spirituality. When you're listening and repeating every moment, fulfillment will come. When your knowledge of God is perfect, you'll be whole. You'll want nothing else. Listen carefully, disciple. I'll tell the future. Whatever one thinks about most, he gets. Drop your ignorance and seek real knowledge. The world will highly regard your achievement. If You Serve the Guru by Mankoji Bodle. Listen, O innocent devotees. Repeat your Simran without a break, and all your bad deeds will be burnt. If you can serve the Guru, this age of darkness won't harm you, and you'll come to know liberation. The Guru, treasure house of knowledge, mountain of courage, he will ferry your boat to freedom if you practice his Simran. He is the force of life at the core of creation. Where he is, there is liberation. If you practice his Simran, all the gods and goddesses will be yours. Glory to my Guru, my father and mother, who helps me quit this coming and going, this living and dying in countless forms. Concentrating in the innermost heart, Baudelaire has come to see his own being. Withdraw from yourself by Tukaram. Choose the renunciation that obliterates all your wants. Then you may live wherever, with people or in the wild, on bed or floor. Shatter the thought that you know and understand all things. Separate yourself from yourself and forget your body. Tuka says, sky, become the smallest particle, the core of an atom. The Jewel in My Crown by Tukaram. When will I be so lucky that I see the whole universe as you? No end to that happiness, that inner ocean surging with infinite waves of joy. The passions will leave, discouraged. Then forgiveness, mercy, and peace will bloom in my heart. The fire of detachment and discrimination will blaze strong and clear in my mind. Finally, ninefold devotion and a heart that is pure. This is the jewel in my crown. O Lord, asks Tuka, who beside you will fulfill my hopes? Footnote: Ninefold devotion. The 9 steps or facets of devotion described in the Hindu epic poem Adhyatma Ramayan by Ved Vyas are 1. Association with a spiritual master, 2. Imbibing true mystic discourses, 3. Selfless service to the divine, both in its highest form as meditation, as well as service to all beings, 4. The meditation practice of repeating the name, 5. Listening to the inner sound, 6. Pure conduct, 7. Seeing God in mystics as well as in all living beings, 8. Contentment born of surrender, and 9. Detachment born of love for the Lord. End footnote. The Stream of Simran by Choka Mela. God delights in those whose minds hold an unbroken flow of Simran. Let your mind follow no other method. Simran is the penance of all penances, all the ways of worship, all forms of repetition and contemplation. No end to happiness through Simran. Wherever you look, you'll see God displaying himself as the universe. You and I will be one, not two. All things knotted will slip free. The mirage will melt away. O Lord, says Choka, I need no other rest. Forever Happy by Choka Mela. If you repeat the name always and always without a stop, you'll succeed even here in the world. But what is this world? Nothing. False and fragile, truly. How can you feel happy here? At the last moment of life, only the name of the one who gives true understanding will free you and end your suffering. Repeat that name day and night and be happy forever, says Choka. Perfect Concentration by Choka Mela. 1 in a million knows pure concentration. No break, body forgotten. Fearlessly, he has left behind all rituals and rules of life that break inner absorption. The madness of life has broken. Now the focus never breaks through all the walking and talking, since all is pure within. Choka says, such concentration, 1 in a million. In His Will by Eknath. As Allah keeps you, stay that way. However the mala keeps you, stay that way. One day a canopy floats above your head. The next a water jug sits on it. One day He'll have you riding a horse. The next you'll be trudging on foot. Sometimes a 5-course meal. Sometimes He makes you beg for crumbs. Sometimes servants stand with folded hands. Sometimes even the lowest won't come near. Sometimes you're a king, sometimes a beggar. Eknath says, the doer does what he does. Then why act with such arrogance, you careless fool? Footnotes 1. Eknath was a Hindu Brahmin who, like all true mystics, did not limit the name for the universal Lord to the terminology of his own background. Here, Eknath speaks of Allah, the name for the divine in Islam, and then refers to a spiritual master by the Muslim term Mawla. 2. Royalty and other exalted personages were seated under canopies in Eknath's time. End footnote. No Taste for Nectar by Namdev. Your name tastes sweeter than nectar, O Lord. Then why does my mind not want it? What should I do? O Lord of Pandhari, why do you not appear when I look inside? Sleep strips me bare during kirtan and entwines me in dreams of the body. Servants of God, keep thundering out the glory of His name, says Namdev. But nothing touches my mind and heart. The Gift of This Body by Kanoba. Mountains of penances through countless lives, even then you may not be born human. What a treasure has been placed in your hand. Unlucky souls turn this treasure to dust. This body that holds the essence of all goodness. This body that holds a library of scriptures. This body that breathes true holiness into holy places. Kanoba says, nothing can compare with being born human. A Harvest of Straw by Trilochan. Inside, all the filth you've not cleansed. Outside, the robe of an ascetic. You haven't searched for God within the lotus of your heart, so why play the renunciate outside? O Jayachand, you're lost in illusion. You haven't realized the Supreme Lord. From house to house you've begged, eaten, and fattened your body. Your blanket and earrings are a fraud. Ash from cremation grounds you've smeared on your body, but without a master, you've missed the essence of all. Why count beads and do penances? You are churning water. Instead, do Simran of Nirban, the Infinite One, creator of millions of species. Why wander with begging bowl to your 68 places of pilgrimage? Listen, O soul, says Trilochan. Why thrash straw that has no grain inside? Footnotes 1. Jayachand, a Brahmin, and others who practiced different forms of renunciation and austerities were arguing about whose practice was the best. When they went to Trilochan for resolution, this poem was his response. 2. There are 68 places of Hindu pilgrimage in India considered to be the most sacred. It was believed that bathing at all of these holy places would wash off one's sins. End footnotes. Music Eternal by Narhari. Listening day and night to the unstruck sound, now only rapture in my mind. God is Chintamani, the wish-fulfilling jewel. Ceaselessly remember him, ever enclose him in your heart. No end to the music. Loving him, looking at that face, the lotus of my heart opens full to happiness. The Lord has shown Narhari the way. When Remorse Surfaces by Eknath. If you feel no regret for your actions, the name won't come to your lips. Nothing will work without this. First, decide to let remorse surface and flow. This stream will purify your mind. With repentance, all obstacles dissolve and inner absorption comes easily. God comes close, says Eknath, to those who feel such sorrow. The Lamp of Worship by Jnaneshwar. The lamp of worship has come to full shine inside, light so bright the sky can't contain it. Both sun and moon have set in its brilliance. Celestial instruments resound in rapturous sound. I've dived into the sea of happiness. Such vast delight, words fail. Jnaneshwar says, such devotion I've offered to my master, that I've unmoored from the world and dissolved in his bliss. Don't Waste a Moment by Sena Navi. Wherever you may find yourself, do Simran. No other practice exists. This I know for sure. The one who helps devotees will set me free. He ignores our weaknesses, strengths, and status. He always runs to our help. Don't let a moment pass, says Sena, without remembering and repeating the name of the Supreme Being. Untrue to True by Bahinabai. If you abandon your family because it isn't your real family, this will be your loss, friend. It takes clear thinking to reach the real through the unreal. Only within this dream of a body can you awaken to truth and rest in the one. Borax is worthless, but it makes gold coalesce. Blunt iron tools shape gold into jewelry. Bachnag is a poison. But take it and thrive. It cancels a stronger poison that kills. If you walk the way of a teacher of truth, you'll reach the real through the unreal. Knowing All This by Jnaneshwar. What is real we don't see. What we see is not real. Ages roll by as creations appear and disappear. Knowing all this, you still don't erase your dreams. You've not become tranquil, and your turmoil does you no good. Drop your dreams, desires, and false hopes. These drives will drive you to exhaustion and grief. A mirage of water is not water. A treasure in dreams is not treasure. The shadow of a cloud passes in a moment. Pleasures of the body pass in a moment. The elephant, deer, fish, moth, and bee are each brought down by one sense: sight, hearing, touch, taste, or smell. What odds do you face, then, saddled with all five? Camphor leaves no ash when it burns. If you think you can blacken a cloud with it, you'll simply waste the camphor. In one moment, no camphor and no ash. Your efforts end in nothing. Your body sits in the mouth of death from the moment you are born. Knowing all this, you still feel no shame to talk about me and mine. Please take refuge in your master, says Jnaneshwar. Then the Father will carry you beyond this ocean to the shore of truth. Free Laundryman by Tukaram. Let all the slanderers be. They do us the favor of washing away our bad deeds without even making us pay for the soap. They're porters who cart away our heavy bags free of charge. Taking us across the ocean, says Tuka, they themselves sink into hell. Keep Trouble Away by Choka Mela. Being in the world, don't be here. Make your mind take this advice. Even a few minutes. Don't leave them empty of the company of mystics and enjoyment of the name. Drive your passions away like stray dogs. Then happiness will come on its own to your home. If you let the passions stay, says Choka, you'll be ridiculed and miserable and your life will come to nothing.